All right, ready for pose number 3, tree pose. Tree pose is fantastic for creating strength in the standing leg as well as all of the back muscles. However, intentionally up against a wall, feel free to use this for your balance. Here's the thing that you'll want to remember. Keep the foot strong. So the one way to encourage that is to lift all the toes but the big toe. Practice that. Can you maintain strength in your ankles? This is going to give you strong ankles. Make this a little practice. This is my little bonus. Big toe down, 2 points on the outer heel, lift the toes. Engage the knees, lift up the quads. When I begin the pose though, now I've got my foot down, I'm going to take my left leg and I'll put it right in my thigh. If you want to put it down here, this is fine too. I don't recommend you put it at the knee. It's better to have it on the bone. So either the shin or all the way up into the groin. If I want to do it all the way up into the groin, I'm resisting. So the left foot is coming into the right inner thigh and the right inner thigh is pushing. Feel free, like I said, to hold on to the wall. Left arm goes up. Don't let the knee come in. I want to keep it out at an angle, and I'm going for 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26. I'm focusing on the back rib cage being level so that I'm not twisted because it's going to want to do that. This is where the strength is going to occur. If I can lift both of my arms, the autonomic nervous system is going to engage all of my core muscles. This is what I want. To get more strength and stretching from the front, reach through the ring finger. It's amazing what it can do. 10 more seconds. So good. Constantly working to keep the left knee going out. Arms together and come down. And we'll switch sides. And then put the feet down. I'm going to be close enough to a wall or anything I want to grab. Right here is fine, as long as the knee's going down. The true pose, the heel goes all the way up into the groin. Hands together, right at the heart. And lift the arms up for a count of 30 seconds. 28, 27. What I normally do too is just have a little timer nearby. Find something to gaze on. If you are going for the balance, remember that your balance comes from your mula bandha. And if you're unaware of where that is, it's from the pubic bone to below the belly button. That's where the focus is. That's where the strength comes from. And I go up from there. Truly lifting, thinking about the back of the body. And have a deep inhalation. Let's go 10 more seconds. Once again, the heel and the thigh are pushing against each other. You can feel how this is going to tone the muscles. Think about the right back hip coming down, just as we did in the poses where we were laying on the ground. Doesn't that feel good? Fourth pose is a very simple modified bridge pose. I'm going to lay down. Go ahead and keep the feet as close to the hips as you're comfortable. Roll the right shoulder under, the left shoulder under, and I come up. I really want to be sure that I'm not doing this to my neck. I'm coming up, my throat is open, I have a natural curve in my cervical spine, my head and my collarbone are on the ground. I'm lifting from the pubic bone. And we're going to do 5. 2. Be careful that this doesn't happen and this doesn't happen. I really want to keep the legs straight. And I'm lifting from the pubic bone. Think of the coccyx and the tailbone and the energy coming out from under. You can roll the arms under and then put the palms down. And that's 2. And come up for 3. Lifting from the pubic, lifting from the pelvic. lift, 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 lift. Open, nice soft head. And come down. And here's 4. Feeling grateful, grateful, grateful that you're able to help your body. And come down. And relax. Tuck it under, tuck it under. And one more. I'm going to lift up, 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 up. Now I can almost feel that I can go from the pubic bone to the sternum. Can I lift the sternum? Am I more warmed up that I can lift the sternum? Feel free to push back with the hands too. Lift, 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 lift. And come down. And straighten your legs and just relax. Let all the energy settle back down. One of my favorite poses, extended triangle pose. So I'm going to show you with the chair and I want to show you with the block because this is your practice, so you need to modify it. I'm going to take the legs out, turn the feet in so that you're almost at a pigeon toe, right? Now I'm going to, from there, turn the right foot out so that the heel is lined up, right heel is lined up with the left arch. Here's this chair. This allows me to get the idea of the stretch so that I understand this leg must be engaged. If you sink into it without this, you're going to damage the interior meniscus. You're going to ask this little tiny meniscus to hold all this weight. So it needs to be engaged. One way to do that is to lift the foot, because then you can see that it creates that core strength. Another way to do that is to take a weight or something so that you can just step on this. You can also bend the knee slightly. If you are unable to engage the core, the true pose is to engage the core and keep the strength and the energy coming up. So that's your responsibility. Now I'm going to reach. I can reach for a chair. If I don't have a chair, if I'm don't need the chair, I can just come forward. And I truly like having a weight or something. It gives them a lot more extension on the inner groin. But since that's not the proper pose, I'm going to extend it out. Feel free to take a block. Bring the left arm over and around. Go ahead and bend the knee slightly and extend up, letting that femur bone sink into the hip. Feel that you can shorten the waist from this left pelvic to this right rib cage. You see that? A very slight shortening of the waist. This right shoulder must be rotating back so that the scapula can come back. And breathe. Both rib cage going back. Once again, if you have your timer, you can set it for 30 seconds. My intention is that you use the videos to understand the sequence, but eventually you are able to do it all on your own. And ready for a deep inhalation to come up. And now we'll go to the other side. I'm going to bring my block around. Very important to make sure that you're lined up correctly, so I always take the time to turn the feet in. Left heel to the right arch. Extend the arms out. Take a moment and really reach through the base of the palms. Pull the fingers back to you. Feel that length you can get. Anytime you are stretching and creating that length, you are stimulating where the muscle is applied to the bone. Anytime we're going to do that, we're going to add some strength to the bone. Add strength to your bone. Deep inhalation, reach. Come down to your block. Take the arm around and over. Shoulder blades, scapula back. Shorten the waist. Really turning that left thigh out as well. As I look up, the left shoulder and the left rib cage are coming back. The right outer foot is coming down, the right hip is coming back. Once again, we're going for 30 seconds. 10 more seconds. If at all your neck feels tension, let it hang. It's quite all right. On a deep inhalation, come on, and bring the feet together. Do revolved triangle pose. This is your 6th pose. I really think it's great to be able to use the wall, because then you have resistance, which is always going to create more strength. So I'm going to take my right foot in the front and look at the left foot. I have 2 feet together and I'm stepping back. This foot is not behind this foot. I want to keep a good firm balance. I'm just going to step it back. So there's a space. I want to be sure that the groins don't do any crossing. The foot is at a 45-degree angle. I'm working to keep the left outer heel down, and I must keep this leg engaged. Once again, if you need to lift up on your heel, fantastic. And then extend the foot down to remind the quads to pull up, to keep the knee engaged. I'm going to begin by leaning forward. If you need a chair to hold on to, feel free to use that. I'm extending forward. Now I'm going to my block. Then I'm going to take the right hand up. The reason I'm up against the wall is so that I can grab that and really twist. I'm bringing my right rib cage up. If you have osteoporosis in your vertebra, you want to be extremely careful with these twists. These twists are so fantastic. However, take it easy, because you can be brittle and you can hurt your own vertebra. And I think you probably know that. So I'm working on bringing the right hip back, the right outer hip back, and the right rib cage up, left rib cage forward. Truly trying to keep the sacrum going back and the left outer heel going back. Can I creep up that wall? Think of the gut being super soft so that you can twist it. What you want to focus on is letting the twist come from the length, the strength of the left arm. Working, working, working for the sacrum to go back. Can you creep your hand up the wall farther? Can this left rib cage come under more? On an inhalation, unravel. Ooh, it's wonderful. And go ahead and take a moment for body awareness practice to feel the imbalance. Left side. I'll put my Once again, I'll start at the top. And I step the right foot back. Do you see how I want to try to get that extension on the right outer heel? Now I'm going to engage the left foot. Now I'm going to reach with both hands. As I'm reaching, I'm taking the left outer hip as far away as I can from the left shoulder. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Suck the gut in. Bring the hand down and crawl the other one up. Supported triangle pose, revolved. Sucking the gut in. Truly engaging. Reaching and twist. I hope it's feeling as good to you as it is to me. I want you to understand how you can suck the gut in if it's soft, and get more twist too. 15 more seconds. Oh, so nice. Reach, reach, reach. Let this right rib cage come under. And on an inhalation. Go ahead and take the arms up overhead.